What's up, Dice Crew? Keeping it a Benji, and I'm getting back with y'all. Now, look, I ain't watched it yet, so I'm going to dive in on it with y'all, and I'm going to keep it a Benji during my reaction, and y'all going to keep it a Benji for me in the comments. But we got FIGGMUNITY World, you know, Ace Boy Pun, AD, and RELL pretty much speaking on how they feel pertaining to the situation with BRICC Baby and DW Flame over the cigarette. So let's dive in on that and see what they talking about.
Past. Got what happened again.
Man, shut up. So what you think about BRICC Baby and DW Flame? YouTube niggas. What happened?
I mean,
what do y'all feel about that situation?
That's really LA shit. That's gangster card and y'all card. Like
you see it. So this is LA shit. Y'all hear this?
That's
this is how
shit.
the divided we is. So now they from Compton. You hear this?
That's y'all shit.
Are y'all ridiculous?
Hey, bro, that ain't my hood.
Put yourself in their shoes.
No,
you ain't gotta be for their hood.
Listen, I mean,
Put yourself in their shoes.
The fact of the matter is this, bro. Like, when you start putting, like, real... These aren't, like, you know, niggas who are older and then grew out of it. These are niggas who still in it. Mm-hmm. So the dialogue is still there. The how niggas talk is still there. How they diss enemies is still there in their everyday dialogue. So if a nigga, like, he probably fresh from leaving talking like that, and he here and it's still in his, you know, that's his everyday talk. But I respect you. I didn't mean no harm, my boy, but that's just what it is. I'm from here. You know what I mean? But it is on a, when you put it on camera and the world can see it, you're going to be judged. You know what I'm saying?
No matter what, though.
Because they can.
But see, one thing I feel like about the whole situation is I feel like the moment that anybody that come from a real background of some street stuff or a gang culture or whatever, you really involved, I feel like the moment you want to start becoming like a content creator, a public figure, you know, interacting with people from other places and stuff like that, that's the moment when you make that decision, like, yeah, this is where I want to go with my life or my business or my platform or my career. That's when you should start channeling, like, you know what? I'm going to start fixing my delivery. I'm going to work on my terminology. I'm going to just start being as normal as I can. Because at the end of the day, if you play 1 foot in, 1 foot out, all you doing is leaving room for you to make a mistake. You know what I mean? And it's not that serious. You know what I mean? Like using terminology and sounding cool or sounding street or hood or whatever. None of that stuff is that big of, like, it's not that important. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you could be normal. You know, I done been around it all my life with people and stuff like that. And I try my best and I just don't pick up that type of stuff. Now, you know, I mean, you know, now DW Flame and anybody else is entitled to how they want to go about it because that's their life, you know what I mean? But that's my advice for anybody, you know? If you wake up today and you say, you know what, tomorrow I want to be like a public figure, unless, you know, you won't, like, you on some, like, saying F-ops or being disrespectful, like, if that's going to be a part of your campaign, then I guess go forward, you know what I mean? But if not, don't even put yourself in that position. If you wake up tomorrow, today, and you act like you want to do certain stuff and you want to be able to get in certain rooms and be shoulder to shoulder with certain people, then you got to start working on your whole approach, your conduct, terminology. You know, you just got to be mindful about it. I mean, you know, especially if you're going to be a person that get on camera and stuff like that and you get intoxicated, you know? Or like once that happened, the control of your mind and your tongue and all that stuff and your actions is going to get a little bit more weaker, you know? So you're not going to be able to just nip it in the bud as fast as you can. So, you know, I would feel like just try to work on that and start practicing that. And that go for anybody. I mean, even if you a Crip or a Blood, whatever, just work on even saying cuz. Just work on, like, I mean, work on not saying cuz. Work on not saying blood or whatever it may be. Just work on it. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it ain't that important if you not even trying to be living that way still. Like, yeah, it might be in you and you came from it, but if you just not trying to take that path right now in life and you trying to take another path, then, you know, remove as much of that stuff out of your situation as much as you can.
Both say, like, oh, no, I knew he didn't mean no harm, but nah, nigga. Because what you represent on this camera, to the magnitude that you represent it, your reaction should have been what niggas who represent that.
So he should be reprimanded. He need that DP is what you're saying.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I mean, whatever they do is what they do. I'm saying
that's they hood though. That's whatever they fucking do.
No, it's just when you put yourself. It's like what you choose to be on this camera, bro. If you want to be the face of, I want to be the face of this hood. So nigga, anything that come like that, you represent that hood. So if you want to be the face of the whole in-hood card and keep saying it every 5 seconds, nigga, there should be no nigga walking this earth can come on camera and say that to you.
But he's indirectly.
You gotta react.
And you know, I agree with what Pun just said. You know what I mean? I done made a couple videos, so I'm sure y'all already caught up with my opinion about it. But I agree with what he said. When you call yourself wanting to be a face of something, you gotta hold yourself to a way higher standard.
That's how a nigga from there, you represent that.
He's indirectly the biggest from over there when it come down to the space. So everybody gonna look at that
on YouTube for sure. So that's all it was. You know?
So you guys are agreeing that he should have acted, you know what I'm saying? Acted the way the world wanted him to act.
I get both sides.
I don't think he was even thinking about it like that. But
I'm asking you though, should he?
No, I get both sides. I get the off-camera personal. Like in personal and real life, they're homies. So they like, nigga, we ain't finna like, you know.
So you gonna switch it up because you on camera?
See, it's
cold.
So
you gotta switch it up because you on camera?
No, because it's different. Because if I hear the C-A-R-A-B word, I'm automatically gonna trigger like.
No.
Chill out,
nigga. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Yeah, it hit me.
I don't give a fuck who you is.
Nigga, hand me that crap, nigga. Hand me that.
Yeah. No.
Maybe like this. I'm at least give a nigga a look or say something like watch it or something. You feel me?
He did. He said, bro, hold on.
That shit like I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, it's certain words that sound like somebody scratching a chalkboard. Mm-hmm. Like when you just hearing, you know.
For them, that's that.
It should be that. So just off instant, like it's like somebody slapping you, your reflexes should instantly, right? When somebody say that word, your reflex is supposed to be like, nigga, what?
So would have pleased you if he would have...
It ain't about pleasing me, nigga.
He would have said, yeah.
That's the culture, cuz. That's what you come from, nigga. That's your hood, like, you know.
You don't have to sit there and say nothing crazy. He could have joked with it like, hey, watch it or something. Niggas could have laughed about it, kept pushing.
And I feel like that, too. Like what he just said. Like, you know, even in a joke matter, you should have shot another joke or something. Like, you know, made some type of reaction that it wasn't just so smooth and okay and something to overlook. You know what I mean? Like the fact that he said what he said and then BRICC Baby Energy just went to like patting his pockets and trying to fulfill his request, that would definitely look crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like, he should have came up with something fast. You know what I mean? He should have, hold up, homie, just for saying that you got to wait 60 seconds or you got to wait 60 minutes for that. You know what I mean? Or, you know, be like, you know what? Don't say sorry to me, man. You said that on a public platform. There go the camera and the mic. Apologize to all my homies or everybody else you offended, man. Because, you know, you got to be, you know, that's how it is. You got to make sure everybody get that respect when you represent a group of people. It's not just a person apologizing to you, but he disrespected a whole lot of people. So you should have made sure he said apology to everybody. You know, and I'm not saying in a bully way, but you bring that up like, nah, man, no, hold on, man. I'm going to get you the cigarette, but apologize to my homies and everybody else, man. You ain't just disrespect me when you said that. You disrespected a lot of people.
I get both sides.
I think his homies is looking at him more like you didn't say nothing, really. You get what I'm saying? So that's why they're like, you the face of this, so it just look bad. And then too, bro, niggas won't be mad about shit, bro, for sure.
Yeah, niggas just be looking for a reason at the same time. But again, it's what you choose to be, and what you choose to be and represent on this camera. Like, I don't think people would have took it so bad if it wasn't like that issue wasn't being pushed every day on camera. Like, okay, you're from here, but you're not saying it every day.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So what you saying is if you big bad...
It ain't about being big bad. It's what you represent every day on camera. You represent
this shit every day, nigga on the dead homie. So if a nigga say some crazy shit, you be like, hey, nigga on the dead homie, you got me fucked up. You got to represent it well. You got to keep representing it.
If you say dead homies every day and a nigga diss your dead homie on accident, you supposed to snap.
Let me
ask
you.
That's what you represent, nigga. Like, nigga.
If a nigga, what you doing if a nigga say the word of diss your hood next to you? Indirectly, though.
I asked you the same question and you didn't answer it.
Y'all niggas is funny.
What are you talking about?
Listen, man, stop giving the sugar-coated shit. I give both sides is what I'm saying.
I just gave you an example of a certain word that would trigger me. I asked you, what would you do?
You said that certain word would trigger you. You would do something.
Not necessarily. If I'm on camera and I'm doing business, I'm at least say something like, "Hey, bro, watch that." Something like that.
Well, you ain't
gotta take off on a nigga or nothing.
My side personally is this: nigga ain't getting that off. That's just me. With me, you ain't getting that off. You ain't dissing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I get the whole like action and shit. Like these niggas are still in it, coming from it, driving up there from it. So that's the dialogue.
So we gotta.
So what you gonna do?
That's the dialogue.
I'm gonna do exactly what you gonna do. I'm gonna say something.
And DW, like, I mean, even if he was to go there, like, nigga, just knowing them niggas, like, DW gonna stand on business with him. Like, even if he was to be like, what, niggas? DW gonna stand on business, nigga. Niggas go hard
Run
over
a fade
there.
and get out of there.
Yeah, it's all good.
If y'all homies, that's cool.
And if you homies, y'all can run a fade and be cool about it, nigga, after y'all done.
So, though, yeah, because...
If it come to that, like...
Yeah, because a quick squabble or a good fade or something like that amongst two people that's acting like they real homies or whatever, and y'all both acting like y'all just so embedded in the trenches still, that getting a quick fade out the way shouldn't be nothing. Because that's what people is actually doing when you still participating in that gang culture. You know, people, you know, fades is left and right. You know what I mean? You might go to jail for a weekend and you might have to run 6 fades. Depends on who you are and where you from. You know what I mean? Like, even on the backyard, even in the street, on the back block, in the apartments, in the projects, anything. You know, it might be a quick squabble or something over shaking dice. You know, over any disagreement, because that's just how people express themselves, you know? The fade is just always the, pretty much just like, you know, the expression. You know, don't get me wrong, people can talk certain stuff out and people can come to a good understanding with not having to go physical. But just in this world, in this jungle, you know, in this lifestyle with people being man and trying to be the most masculine man they can be. And it's, you know, it's like animal versus animal. It's like you might as well run a fade if that's the case. And I'm not saying that for like DW and BRICC, like they had to catch a fade, but I'm just saying if that will be the outcome because a person, you defending yourself about a person terminology, then it shouldn't be nothing, you know? And, you know, if y'all do it good enough, then maybe y'all could come back and just start the show all over again or continue it, you know? But, you know, just overall, the main thing is just you got to match that energy you deliver, you know? When stuff occur, you got to keep that same energy you have when nothing is going on. People be the most downest, streetest, gangster, everything under the sun when nothing is going on. Until something happens.
It depends on how deep you into the shit. That's your everyday, again, this is your whole MO every day. Nigga, I'm in it. Nigga, I'm pushing this line every day. You got to stand on that because you represent that to the people, to the masses. You know what I mean?
And that's just our opinion. Because they still don't believe that. They doing what they want to do. They holding their shit hell high, nigga, on their principles and their morals. And they feel like, nigga, we did what we were supposed to do. And we acting on how we acting. I don't give a fuck about what y'all niggas think I was supposed to be doing.
Right.
Because it's a lot of motherfuckers like, you know.
I get where you're coming
seen a clip, you feel me, like where motherfuckers say, yeah, it's a lot of you niggas that are die to be in this position right now. Mm-hmm. Anyway, to even doing what I'm doing. Because it is a lot of motherfuckers that is. It's a lot of motherfuckers that'll let you trick you out your position, too.
Facts.
It's a lot of people that, you know, trick you out your position because they know you doing something great. And, you know, and they'll use the politic card for you to go ahead and act out and do some dumb shit and, you know, get loud and, you know, and just, you know, and do some shit you're not really supposed to be doing because you trying to take your life and your career somewhere else.
Yeah,
you know
but see what you just said. If you trying to take your life and career somewhere different, you going to move accordingly and act differently then. You feel me?
And you know what AD just pointed out is what I just broke down for y'all like 5 minutes ago. You know what I mean?
It's all about representation. Cause like prime example, bro, when the shit just happened with me and Wiz, bro, nigga, a lot of niggas call me behind the scenes like, hey, cuz that shit ain't cool. Ooh. Nigga, you feel me?
Right.
Like because nigga,
Including pun.
Huh?
Including pun.
Yeah, for sure.
No, bro, because I represent
like, nigga,
I represent something. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't matter that if you sleep, no matter what the situation is. It's like, nigga, a nigga can't even think of playing with you like that because where you come from and what you stand for.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, bro, I understand that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta realize, cuz, when you're on this shit, especially, like, what you do represent what you represent. You know what I'm saying? If I'm on this motherfucker, everybody look at me as what the woo, he a Crip, he from Compton, whatever. I represent all that. So at the end of the day, all the conversation don't come up to them. Hey, you saw your boy.
Facts.
He's woo.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
So that's what's happening right now. You know what I mean? The neighborhoods is niggas hitting them up. Hey, you see they let you. You know what I mean? So of course you gonna get them niggas. They gonna be riled up. Like, hold on, homie. You know what I'm saying? I get
the
it.
representation.
Yeah.
That's like niggas for your homies. If somebody say something, do something, bro, and you don't react a certain way, they gonna be on you too. Oh, groove is woo, and blah, blah. Nigga, that's what it is.
No, it is. It is what it is. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me? If you are representing that shit and you doing that shit on air, you going crazy like that, to be expecting to get your ass whooped when we see you. You know what I'm saying? And niggas know. We either gonna get a DP or we gonna get it in blood, bitch. Like,
yeah, it's a culture.
It's either or. You feel me?
Gang banging, bro, like in gang banging and gang culture, like nobody bigger than the program, huh? So, you know, that's just what it is. Niggas know that way.
And I'm going to point this out, too. One thing, you know, maybe not in everybody's, you know, hood and everybody's household. But one thing that have always been inserted from the household even to your hood is like, if you go outside, whether you go out to school, you out playing with the kids down the street, around the corner, in apartments, whatever. You know, either you take what comes from that, like, you know, either you fight then and, you know, handle stuff there, or you get a ass whooping at home. You know, that always been the teaching. Like, you know, so you either go back out there and you fight that bully or fight that bigger kid or whatever it may be, or you're going to have to meet somebody that you know you can't win anyway. You know what I mean? Whether that might be your uncle, grandpa, big brother, big cousin, daddy, mama, whatever, you're going to have to meet that pressure that they going to apply on you behind that. And the same thing in the hood. Like, you know, you can carry yourself however you want. But a lot of that shit boils down to, like, either you willing to handle your business right here with this person that might be an enemy or from somewhere else, or you willing to get your ass handed to you from your hood. You know what I mean? It's a perspective. But it's never a case to where you just gonna shake it all and just, you know, smooth sailing. You're gonna take a loss. You're gonna take a uncomfortable situation. But it's all about who you want to take it from. And what you choose is going to affect your character and your resume all around the board.
I'm up for it, though, you know?
But then, yeah, and, you know, and it's the politics bringing that shit into the podcast and shit in this world and this YouTube world. This shit is trash.
It's trash, but then, too, you got to think about it. Some niggas, bro, they feel like they ain't got no outlet to speak on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if they ain't got no outlet to speak on, they feel like they're not going to be heard. Niggas may all be from different, you know what I'm saying, sections of where they from, but nigga, if they can't talk to nobody, get nobody's attention, nigga, they ain't gonna be able to get their shit off. So niggas is like, fuck it. I'm about to let this shit be known right now on wax, nigga, and then they can holler and do that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, like I don't want to put that on every gang banger that's doing a podcast, because shout out to Spider Love, I be watching his shit, like he politics on there. But they do it in a way where it's not like disrespectful, it's not distasteful.
Yeah, he mute niggas, he makes shit, he try to get both sides.
Like that shit's
try to
dope.
rectify the situation.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I love like watching what the Munchie B niggas is doing and him and the girl. Like, so it's gangbangers who doing this shit that's not disrespectful or distasteful, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it is like, it's always gonna be like that. It's gonna be bad and good to everything, you know what I mean? So you're gonna get niggas in this podcast space that's clearly out just on some gangbang shit to use this platform and diss the enemies, you know what I mean? So, and then especially if you got a nigga over there that's giving you the platform to do all that at that magnitude, it's going to spread further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's all.
Shoot it up!
That's all. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Get money, man. Y'all niggas over here worrying about.
Do it!
Well, that situation's on them. I ain't got nothing to do with, you know.
Oh, you getting money. You ain't got nothing to do with that.
No, I'm saying that situation.
Shout out to Compton, man.
No, we just...